Hi, my name is Leonardo Varrasso. I'm better known as Len Varrasso, and I'm a retired educator. I worked for the Hamilton Wentworth Catholic School Board for 34 years. I'm 80 years old. My hometown is the town I was born in is called Castiglione a Casauria. That's a small town in the Abruzzi region of Italy, and I grew up to the age of 7 on the farm. I got into teaching, and I felt that I was able to deal with a lot of students who were children of immigrants or even immigrants themselves. And when I started teaching in 1965, I really wasn't that far removed from my experience. I started off as a teacher, I became a principal, and then a superintendent, and I retired as director of education for the Catholic Board, and I was the first Italian Canadian to have that title.
I'm Betty. I moved to Canada when I was 9 years old with my family. We moved straight to Hamilton, and I've lived in Hamilton ever since. I went to school here, university here, and I've built my career here as an accountant. As a kid, I don't think you understand what it means when your parents ask you, would you want to move to a different country? So back then, my parents described it as an exciting opportunity for me and my family, as well as for my own future. But as a 9-year-old, I don't think I understood what the context of opportunity meant. So it was hard for me to be excited because moving to a new country meant that I was giving up everything I would have ever known. Back then, Hamilton was diverse enough for me to have that first group of friends. I think we bonded over a special relationship because we all had the same experience of being able to recently immigrate to Canada. And during the holidays, when people were getting together with their families, their aunts, uncles, and grandparents, the 5 of our families gathered together because we had no other family other than our immediate family. And that was our extended family back then.
My name is Yudhara Bernard Veerakorn. I'm from Sri Lanka. I came to Canada in 2014. I came here because of my wife. She had already planned to live here in Canada. At that time, I was living in London, England. I was doing my master's degree. Looking at the options, we thought that Canada is a good place to settle in. So even though I graduated from a world-class university, I remember I had challenges to find an employment. It is generally accepted that newcomers are highly educated, newcomers are skilled, but still they face a lot of challenges, barriers navigating the system in Canada.
My name is Safa Bahar, and I'm a Sudanese Jordanian, and I'm a person who moved to Canada and Hamilton last year, so I have been in Canada for 1.5 years. I'm a social, someone who loves cultures and languages. All the feelings I had in my first year or the challenges, I would love to change that things. You know, Hamilton is a great place, but I would love to see more supports from mental health support and all that stuff, you know. I'm so proud of myself of how I achieved and I learned too many things were not allowed in my culture or my country because of religion reasons or cultural reasons or wherever, like riding a bike, you know. We didn't used to have a bike in Jordan because we didn't have enough money to buy it, and it's not allowed for a girl to ride a bike. And I just finished my swimming lesson last month, you know, so I know how to swim. You know, I started my 22 to learn how to swim, and I know how to drive. I just get my G2 last Tuesday, so I'm trying to improve myself. I'm trying to open my mind and really try to take advantage as much as I can from this country and try to improve myself and do not let anyone distract me or put me in a box.
My name is Alina Lotfi-Garudi. I came from Ukraine to Canada. I was born in Lviv, where I grew up and studied, and later on I used to teach at Lviv National Polytechnic University just before the war broke out. So here, when I came here, I didn't know what I was going to do, but I was called to come to Wesley. It's a non-profitable charitable organization that helps refugees who come over to Canada. And they formed the group, the team of people who would help Ukrainians. And I thought that would be my call to help my people. And I jumped on this opportunity to be useful. Every day is a challenge, every day is a victory, and every day I believe more and more in myself.
Hamilton to me is community, a community that I can belong to.
Hamilton to me is a place of growth.
Hamilton is a community for me, and I would love to call Hamilton my second home.
First of all, I'm very thankful that my dad and my mother chose Canada to come to, and very, very thankful that we ended up in Hamilton.
Hamilton for me is the first place for everything, for all the success, for all the things I have done in my life in Canada. It's started in Hamilton.